Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Jace, aka Skizzy. Welcome back to the channel. Today is episode 24 of our 1.16 survival let's play series, and obviously by the thumbnail we are going to get into some bee automation today. So basically our biggest goal is to breed up a bunch of bees and start getting some honeycomb, start getting some honey bottles, so that later we can get into like the honey blocks and use that for our base, because the honeycomb blocks are extremely good looking, and they're kind of more like a goldish block. And I'm going to use some blackstone and the gold and some other colors, and I think it's going to look really good. So we need to start setting ourselves up to be able to do that later now. So we're going to get into the automation. Behind me are today's goals as always, and our very first goal is to meet our brand new friend, and I'll bring him over here in a second. But we have a few other goals as well. We need to start breeding up more bees, because more bees equals more honeycomb, more honey bottles, and more hives that we can fill up, and the faster we can get into automation. So our third goal is to make our very first beehive, because at the moment we have one bee nest, no beehives, and we need to craft up some beehives so that when we have more bees, the bees can go in there and they can create more honey bottles and more honeycombs. And then lastly, all we have to do is automate and expand our farm, and just make it have a collection system and have it basically fully run itself. In between episodes, I have planted a ton of crops because we are going to use these to get some more emeralds from our farmer villagers that we have in our trading hall right over there. Over here is our brand new friend, and we need to actually bring this guy over to our base. So this guy right here. So I don't know if you guys remember, but when we were building the iron farm, I fell down and I almost crushed this guy. So should go up. Oh my gosh. Whoa, oh my, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Oh my god. So, we're lucky for him to still be alive, so we're gonna take him. He's gonna come with us, and he should just teleport to me if he's, yeah. Cats don't like water, I thought. Okay, he's right there. I think we're just going to put him somewhere over here to kind of ward off the creepers. Okay, right here. And we can have him sit down, and we're gonna push him over here. So if you guys have any names, let me know down in the comments, and I'll give you guys a quick little shout out. Take a nice good look at him and come up with a pretty nice name for this guy right here. Goal number 1 is done, so let's replace that with a blank slate. We now need to breed up some more bees and make our very first beehive. Breeding bees is pretty hard because you do have to wait for all of them to come out of the nest, and at the moment the little baby one that we bred up in the last episode is the only one that is out right now, so we have to wait for the 2 parents to come back out. It definitely should be enough time for them to rebreed, so I think I'm just gonna sit here until both of them come out. Oh, there's one. Okay, there's one. Oh, 2. Okay. Go. Okay, you and you. We're gonna get 2 little babies. And we got 2 little babies now. Nice. So now that we have bred up the bees, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks like the bee nest is dripping with honey. And that actually means that it is ready to be harvested. And if you were to go and harvest it by hand without a campfire and smoking it, you would anger the bees, and I don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to do basically the really easy way of putting a dispenser behind like that, place some shears in there, and then power the dispenser, and we should get some honeycombs just like that. Okay, so we got 3. We now have 3 honeycombs, and that is the exact amount we need in order to build the beehive. All we need now is a little bit of wood planks, and then we can make a beehive. To make the beehive, you go over to a crafting table, you get some planks like this, and you grab your 3 honeycomb, put it in the middle, and that's going to give you a beehive. And this is basically the exact same thing as the bee nest, except now you can craft it, and you just need to have the bee nest to initially get the few little honeycombs to make this guy. Now we should be able to make a bunch of them after this gets all filled up, and once we place this back in there, because we do have 4 bees now, that little guy doesn't have a home anymore. So now he does, which is super nice, and both of those are going to start getting like filled up with honey and honeycombs once again, and then we can harvest them again. That mechanic that we just used with the dispenser behind it and the shears is basically what we're going to use in order to automate this and use redstone with this. So what we're going to do is put an observer on top, put the dispenser behind, link those up, and when the observer detects that these are ready to get harvested or a change in block, that triggers the dispenser behind, and the same thing happens. Then what we're going to do is have a hopper minecart underneath that is going to be on a track that is just going back and forth, and it works super great, and it builds up a lot of stuff over time. Back at the goal board, we have bred the bees, and we're going to continue to keep breeding the bees as we go, but I don't think they're ready to get bred up again just yet. We have made our very first beehive, and one of our bees is actually living in there right now, so that is good, and we're going to continue to make more beehives as we harvest that stuff. Now we have the biggest goal today of making this automated and expanding the farm, so I'm going to go ahead and do that super fast. So now we are done expanding out the bee farm. We now need to kind of get it a little bit more automated, and to do that we need to craft up some rails, get a hopper minecart, get some hoppers, get some chests, get some dispensers, some observers, some blocks, and some redstone, and then we are all going to put it together and get some automation in this bee farm. So now in my inventory, we have everything we are going to need. We just need to make a few more shears here, and we're gonna go in here, and if you want to get honey bottles, you have to place bottles in the dispenser. If you want honeycomb, you have to use these shears, and I want honeycomb because I want the honeycomb blocks, so we're gonna be using that. So what you're gonna do to do this is you place a dispenser behind, facing towards the beehive, or in this case the bee nest, just like that. Either or, it's the same exact thing. We're gonna place shears in both of those, and we'll just place 2 for now, and then we can, separate them later into other ones. And then on top, what you're going to do is place an observer facing up like that, so it's reading the signal from the beehive, going into a block over here, just like this, and you're gonna place some redstone on top of that. So you take your redstone dust and shift click, redstone dust, shift click, redstone dust, just like that. And now when these get all the way up to like their level 3 of collection, this is going to power that and power the dispenser that is going to collect it and shoot the honeycomb this way over here. Under these blocks coming over here, we are going to place in these rails and our little hopper minecart, and the hopper minecart is going to pick up all of the honeycomb. The hopper minecart is then going to go over a hopper that is going to be connected into a chest that I'm thinking I'm going to put like right there-ish, and just so easy collection. If I have it right there, it's easy to come over and collect, and then it's going to dispense all the honeycomb right into the chest, and then I don't really have to do anything, and I can just keep expanding this out, keep building these modules, and then just get a ton and right there. So it just shot out just like that. See how it's right here? So I'm going to have on these 2 blocks, because the glass is going to block it, these 2 blocks are going to have the rails and the hopper minecart underneath. For now though, I am going to place in basically all the other blocks except for like the beehives and stuff that I don't have yet, and we do have 3 honeycomb now that we can use, but for now we are just going to place in some temporary blocks and just get all of this stuff all built out for now. Place in some blocks back here, just like this, and then place in our redstone on top. This is super, super easy, super simple, and it works extremely well. So now we can actually get rid of all of this stuff over here, and now those are all going to be working once I place in a beehive. We'll push that, and it should come flying back around, and it should come flying back around. Yep, okay, so now it's all working. Perfect. Let's patch that all up. It is a new day, and we have a new automated farm. So in here, I believe it should have picked up those honeycombs. Yep, we have 3. We are up to 9 honeycombs. Wow, we can already start building a ton of beehives and keep on breeding these guys. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Quick question, should I name my bees? We're gonna eventually have a lot of them, so Let me know down in the comments if I should name them, and if I do decide to name them, I will let you guys know in the next episode. Oh wait, I think they're trying to breed. Oh wait, we have 3 little baby bees. When did that happen? Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. We are up to, I think, 6 bees now. I think there's one other big one that hasn't came out yet. We are up to 6 bees. These guys are breeding like crazy, and we are building up quite a bit of bees here. We have a pretty nice little farm going on, and I think I just harvested. Oh, we're already up to another 3. Oh my gosh, we can build another beehive, and I think I'm going to do that off camera because we have finished all of our goals. We have automated and expanded our farm, so that is our very last goal done. So now behind me on the goal board, all of our goals are done. We have a brand new, pretty nice looking bee farm over there with we're up to like 6 bees, I believe, and those guys are just going to keep breeding. I'm going to just keep getting flowers, get those guys up to full capacity with the beehives, and just keep putting in more modules so that we can get as much honeycomb as we possibly can, because again, I want to use that in the base in the future. So, you know, I'm trying to invest my time wisely now, start getting the blocks that I want to use later. So now we have a pretty cool little bee farm. Guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, I hope I earned your guys' like and subscribe. And pop over on the Discord. I say this every episode. Pop over on the Discord. We post memes. We just talk about Minecraft and just have such a blast over there. The Ayyeo Squad. And I hope you guys consider popping over there if you guys are on Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.